I don't know what happened with that one.
Hi everyone, I'm here with Majenta tonight and we thought we'd have a chat about something we hear a lot about because honestly, I know that I personally share a whole lot of stuff online and you do too, don't you? You've got stalkers, like serious stalkers.
Yeah, they send flowers and stuff to my house. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's very weird.
I know me, like on Twitter, I actually went and turned on there's some kind of filter on your message requests and I turned it off the other day and I was like, oh my God, there's so many messages from random people asking me to like marry them or send me photos or whatever.
Or the ones that I get a lot are, if I pay you X amount of dollars, will you train me while they're naked? And then they'll pay me extra if I'm naked. And no.
It doesn't work like this. But honestly, we take tons of photos, don't we? It looks like we do.
For those playing at home, we just spent, okay, it was my fault. It's me. We just spent like 45 minutes taking selfies because I wasn't happy with any of them.
And this is why I don't go out with you more than once a year. Because it's like 3 hours taking selfies to get the right angle. And I'm like, all my selfies are the same, people.
Look, I've recently changed my look, which you can see, and I'm not used to it. So I have to find
any excuse will do.
I have to find my bearings and my.
You gotta find.
And also I do use the outtakes a lot. I do post them.
She uses the outtakes to mock me because
it's not mocking. It's love. It comes from a place of love. It's
love. Laughter, and mocking. That's what she really meant. Yeah.
No.
But I know that a lot of people see our stuff, and I talk to people, and they're like, "Oh, you are so confident because you post photos, you post videos, you post selfies, you post you at events, you post a pic with random people that no one knows because I meet too many people." And you do the same. Like we post photos when we go out together.
Yes.
And we go to events. You post photos at work as well.
Yes, I do, and videos at work. More so of my clients than me, but sometimes I'm in them.
Except the ones where you mock me.
It's like the bad angle where I'm like trying to get, are you guys all in? Yep, cool.
I could make a short joke here, but I'm not.
She could. She really could. I'm the shortest person ever.
No, actually, I have friends who are shorter than you, so it's not just you I pay out.
Oh, all right.
Like, there's a whole list of short people. Yeah.
That's
Sorry to all my short followers. No offense intended. No, honestly, I picked a man who would be taller than me when I wore heels. That was like one of those things where I was so happy when I met my husband because I was like, it's so weird when you go out with a guy and he's short.
I would not know what that's like.
Short people problems, you don't have the same
That's
problems.
Right. That's right. That's exactly right.
But I know personally, especially on Twitter, I come out and I say some very personal things and I'll be very open. And I've seen you do the same thing. So you've talked about HG. And
hyperemesis, for those who don't know. So it's like, I don't want to say morning sickness because it's nothing like, it's like if you have a really bad gastro bug mixed with a cold.
For like 9 months.
Yes. And so
and you can't eat or drink.
So for you were 3 months?
Yeah, 3 months. And that was hell.
I was 34 weeks because that's when I had my daughter, and I had to be tube fed. I couldn't sit up without getting motion sickness. There's photos of me if you scroll back. I basically look like a skeleton. I lost a lot of weight, so it's been 3 years and I've gained 25 kilos.
And you're still skinny. Just saying.
But I now have PTSD to vomiting.
Yeah, as I learnt last weekend.
I can't be around. I can't hear it, see it, or it sets me off into a panic because I associate vomiting with dying because I nearly did die. So that is something personal that I share. You know, but there are other personal things that I don't share. So you will see some of my friendships I'm very public with, but most of my friendships are very private and you don't know about them. And you know, I do go to dinners and lunches and you know, to people's houses and when we were allowed to, not during COVID.
So Majenta,
and you don't know about it, yeah.
Are you saying you go places and you don't take photos. Oh my God.
Yes.
That's a
Look,
thing?
look, I do take photos, but they're for me and my close circle of friends and family.
So what you said
I love
about-
photos.
What you said about you've got private and public friendships. I
Yes.
think that also comes down to the person and respecting their boundaries. So with me, I already have my clear public persona on my public brand. So I'm very public. So when we go out, we usually are happy to do public things together. But then
Yes.
I know you've got other friends and I've got other friends who are very private people and we don't
Yes.
share that. So we've got those public friends and then you've got the private ones as well. And
It's normally the public ones that you're sharing with someone who has a personal brand or a business, or they're doing something in the community. And that's the type of person that you want to share and, you know, be like, oh, you know, check out Susanna. She's just got these earrings. I'm also borrowing Susanna's earrings. I never wear earrings like this. It's always studs or nothing. So this is
well,
scary.
honestly, I have way too many earrings, so go
She
ahead.
does, they're
and borrow.
huge.
Yeah.
We should see a photo. No.
my earrings are bigger than yours. Just okay.
But yeah, it's important to, you've got these influencers who share absolutely everything. I made the mistake of sharing absolutely everything once about a relationship, and I will never ever do it again. So if I ever get, I'm currently single, but if I ever get into a relationship, you guys won't know until I'm walking down the aisle and marrying the dude, and even then you probably won't know who it is.
I'm just turning up to the wedding to meet the guy.
Yeah, just say, oh, who's this? I did have a very public relationship. It did go well for a while, but then, you know, when things go bad or they, you know, you break up, which is what happens, or I won't go into too much detail. All of my close friends know what happened. It's not good, because then you get recognized when you go out and like, oh, I've been following you and your relationship and this and that, and how's it going? It's like, well, we actually broke up 4 years ago. And they're like, oh,
Oops.
So yes, something, and I have had to, oh, Dawn loves the dangly earrings.
Hi, Mrs. Dawn. Thank you. Now I don't know which one she's referring to.
Mine, which are actually
obviously,
yours, which
yeah.
are actually yours.
So I win either way. So
Yeah. Yeah. So it's very important to learn the positive boundaries with what you share. So my personal Facebook page is all public, and that's my public image, my personal brand. Is that what it's called? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm learning. So a lot of the time it's strategic posts. Sometimes it is about what I'm going through. So I will share if I'm having a bad day occasionally. Not every day. You won't see it if I'm having it. I only got 5 nuggets instead of 6. Shit. That does happen. No,
First world problem.
but it's important when you have that personal branding and those followers that you're not 100% happy and everything's perfect, and people don't want that. They want to know that, you know, you can have a shitty day
and
then you get back on it.
I don't know about you, but I don't always share the post on the day it happens either. So
No.
sometimes I'll be like emotionally overwhelmed and I'll be like, I took a photo or something and I've got a story to share, but I need to get over it, deal with it,
Process
get through it. Yeah.
Process
And then
it.
I might post a week later and people are like, are you okay? And I'm like, no, really, this is something I've already processed, but I just wanted to share it to help other people. But if I shared it when it was happened, I like getting all the replies would be really overwhelming.
Yeah. So that's another really important point is when you're posting, you can't be emotional about it. You're going to get backlash no matter what you post. There is always that backlash. You've got to have a thick skin when it comes to it. I get a lot of negative PMs.
So you don't get the marriage proposals from India?
No, I do. I do get those. But the 9 times out of 10, it's the naked fitness training or the hey baby, kissy face. And it's like, I don't know you.
Well, I also know another thing that I personally don't share. So a lot of people go, wow, you share so much. But honestly, can any of my followers, other than those who've known me for a long time, actually say they know what my kids or my husband looks like? Like,
I know.
don't share that. Yeah, well, she's special. I've known Magenta since 2011.
Or maybe end of 2010?
Maybe, no. The year Jada was born, I had Jada.
Well, my son was born 2011.
So we've known each other ages, so we've seen our kids grow up. But honestly, I don't share photos of my kids. And my husband is very camera shy, and I'm fine with keeping that private. And he's fine with my public life, but we don't share any of our personal life online, which I think is really important as well. You don't want it to be all over the place and people telling you what to do.
You don't want people coming into your relationship and, you know, having a say on, you know, an argument that they've seen or a post that you've made about someone, or, you know, and then you're like, oh shit, you know, I didn't think about that. Or so when you're posting, you do have to take that time to process what's happened before you post it. You can't just, as much as we love to have a meltdown and be like, yeah, and rage share,
which I do still occasionally.
So what I like to do is I will rage share. I have a couple of group messages, and I will rage share to that group. So, and then I'll process it and talk about it with my close friends, and then once I processed it, then I'll post about it. So when people are replying, oh, I'm really sorry you've had a shitty day, and then you can, you know what, it's okay, it happened. I've picked myself back up. I've gotten back on the bandwagon, and I'm all good, and it, you know, today's a better day. For example, I don't know if you guys saw the fashion show picture that I posted while I was trying to hold my cat, and I'm like trying to what was that, 2 days before I posted that one. Yeah, so but I took a video as well. That's terrible, with my cat's just like trying to get away and I'm trying to take a picture, and it was wonderful. It was wonderful.
Wonderfully chaotic.
Although, it was.
On Twitter, I just remembered on Twitter, like, oh, must have been 2 or 3 weeks ago, I did this post saying, my husband just paid me his highest compliment ever. He said, you're way less screwed up than you used to be. And my husband and I are very honest and black and white. We just say things as they are. And I had a stack of people be like, he's a narcissist. He's a controlling, abusive person.
Yeah, and but I can vouch he's not.
But that's another reason I don't overshare some things, because people take one thing when you say it and take it completely out of context.
Personal. They get personal with things. So anything that you share on Facebook, if someone says I stalked you on Facebook, you can't have a tanty about it. You posted it, even if only your friends can see it, it's still public.
And there's 2 things that we both use to really help with that. Number 1 is the Facebook restricted list.
Yes,
it's
love
amazing.
The restricted list.
It's the best thing you can do for sorting through your friends versus your acquaintances. So basically what it means is anyone you become friends with on Facebook, you add them to your restricted list, and they can only see what a non-friend would see. So they can only see public information that you share publicly. And then you can share personal posts with the friends who you actually know. So it's really useful.
So on my personal Facebook, I can have followers on mine, and I have nearly 1,000 followers. So they can only see the public posts, and most of my posts are public. And then I also have my friends list, which is also quite high, but I only have, most of them are unrestricted. Sorry guys, burst that bubble
Same
for you.
for me, mine's like 90% restricted.
Unrestricted. So you only have about 30 people who can see everything on my Facebook. So for those 30, lucky you, don't be screenshotting anything. No. So yeah, if you're posting something online, prepare to have it screenshot, recorded, and used against you down the line. Or
I was thinking this today. I was driving to work and thinking the medium of female Facebook groups is screenshots, because I know so many screenshots go on behind the scenes. As soon as someone says something, that gets screenshot and gets sent somewhere to someone. Trust me, every time.
So the rule of thumb is whatever you post, make sure you're happy for it to be read out in court.
I like that. Yeah, go with that. Mm-hmm.
I've had it happen to me. Not for any family court, just so we're clear, not like someone sued me for...
Are you sure?
Well, I think so. No one sued me yet, so I'm pretty good.
Well, hopefully if we keep doing all these safe precautions, we'll avoid getting sued for something we didn't do, so, yeah. Hopefully.
But, yeah, no, you go.
I was going to say, well, no, I was going to say, do you have anything else to say
Well,
before we wrap up?
I did, but then I've lost it now.
I'm highly distracting.
So...
Is this going to be like that video we did where you basically completely...
Oh, that's right. I went to answer a question. I was like, no, it's gone now.
No idea. Nothing.
I don't know. Yeah, so when you're looking at other people's news feeds, just know that don't compare yourself to them. Just, it's not cool. It's not cricket.
And most of the things people post, I mean...
are highlights.
Yes. I hate that cliche, but it's really true.
Which is why I post occasionally when I'm having a crappy day or something happens.
And honestly, if I'm having a crappy day, like, I'll just go silent on social media for a week or two.
See, and I can notice that. But everyone else, they don't notice. It's just like, oh, she's posting again.
Oh, look, she's still got scheduled posts piled up for months, so I didn't know she wasn't online.
Yeah, see, I know. And this is the difference between your followers and your close friends and your family. They know, oh, that's just a personal branding post. So people who are doing their personal branding, it doesn't necessarily depict that's who they are. And I think that's really important. You can't...
As you said, it's very strategic for a lot of it.
It is, but then there are some who just share everything. So that is them.
Yeah, not naming any names.
No. Yeah, so I think, understanding the difference between, and then having a bitch about someone or they're oversharing all the time. It's like, just sit back and have a think, oh, is that strategic? Is that for something, or is that for something else? So I'll do strategic posts.
And is like that their brand? Like, part of my mental health brand is oversharing some things, but not other things.
It's oversharing things that we all think, so that we know it's normal. So you're not alone. It's not something weird where you go, oh, that.
There are so many things, especially when I was younger, that I didn't tell anyone. I wouldn't have even seen a doctor or psychologist and told them. I actually Googled them to go, oh, wow, there's other people on the internet who have the same thoughts and feelings. And it's good to let other people know that you have those, so it's normal.
And that's why it's important to follow people who are real with you and down to earth. Even though what we post is strategic, it's still, it's positive. Yeah. I don't even know that.
We're trying to help other people while still keeping our own boundaries and protecting our lives as well.
Yeah. So if all you're all asking me, oh, when are you going to date someone? You're not going to know? No.
No, not happening.
Susanna might know, but that'll be it.
Oh, you're going to date someone? Do I know them?
No.
Oh, well, I'm out. I have no idea. I know
It's
nothing.
You. I'm going to date you.
Don't tell my husband.
No, he wouldn't care.
Well, we already go out all the time.
We do.
Just make it official.
We do. So, yeah, I think that's... Unless anyone has any questions, I haven't seen any. We're on like 4 different platforms. It's Barry! Barry, why are you commenting on Susanna's and not mine?
What
Barry?
did I say? Obviously,
Look,
I've got more followers.
Barry's
wait,
like,
no, you've got more followers. This
yeah, I
isn't
do.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, Barry's like, damn it.
We can see you.
We can't. Oh, Barry.
Right. We're about to head out.
We have a dinner to go to, but you won't know much about it. Maybe you will, maybe you won't.
Maybe you will in a week or two. Who knows? Month?
Oh, yeah. FYI, people, it's my birthday in, I think, 2 weeks. 3 weeks?
You expect me to buy you dangly earrings or something?
Maybe. I don't know.
I could do that.
I'm not used to people being nice to me, but that is that's a video for another day. Oh, Barry's like, because I saw this one. Thanks, Barry. We only, we live so far from each other. I thought you could just, it's all right. I'll just go and cry later. Do a post about you. No.
All right, bye, guys.
All right, guys.
Thanks for tuning in.
Have a great weekend, and we will see you next time.
Bye.